All right. Hi, guys, gals, men, women, and everything in between. Welcome. Wanted to bring you guys up to speed on what's going on. Apparently, looks like maybe we have an issue. Well, whatever. I'll upload to Rumble later. Sometimes Rumble works really well if you're going to stream to it. Sometimes not so much, at least via StreamYard. Behind the scenes stuff, you guys don't care. So less than 48 hours, I'll be on the ground in Springfield, Ohio, and we can find out what's going on. I want to share with you guys some things that I've learned recently. Now, these are not my videos. I have no way of verifying, but it is very interesting, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So we have there's an account called Ian Carroll. It is cancel C Loco at cancel C Loco. Hang on, let me stop this and start it over. If you guys haven't seen this, I'm going to play it for you really quickly. This thing in Springfield is a lot more important than just some Haitians eating pets, guys. I'm telling you, the more that I learn about all the things that are happening in Springfield, the more I'm convinced that a simple overnight or even a day or two is not enough time to get to the bottom of everything that's going on there. So I'm looking at options as far as extending the visit, but let me show you what I've found so far. Okay, so as I said, this is Ian Carroll at Cancel C Loco. It says Haitians in Ohio may or may not be eating pets. I don't know. But there is some serious evidence of weird money laundering or human trafficking or something in Springfield, Ohio. Shout out to Peter Santilli and Christy Tallman on this dig. So it turns out that Governor DeWine and his wife which is the governor of Ohio, have very, very deep ties to Haiti that go back a number of years. Let me play this for you. You guys make as I always tell you, make up your own mind, right? But I believe that there's a lot to be learned here. First of all right, there we go. Let's get this started. If you guys have seen it, just bear with me. For the ones that haven't, because this is really important. I got more stuff to show you too. Well, let's start back here.
Listen, I don't know if they're eating cats and
Oops. Give me just a moment. I forgot to swap over. I don't want all the echo and stuff from that. All right, this should be good. Here we go. There we go. Now I'm going to pause it here real quick because the community notes under this talk about it wasn't each of the properties that sold for that. It was total. But even so, it was probably part of a bulk deal, and the way that it got entered is incorrect. However, nonetheless, there was still a bulk deal for a large number of properties for $1.6 million, and they're all spread out. They're not in like one area like a normal developer would bulldoze the properties, put up solar or whatever you're going to do. These properties are all over the place. Yeah. And again, most likely because it was part of a bulk deal. Yeah. Yeah. Take a look at this. They are spread out all throughout the city. This no actual solar, plant management or creation would do anything like this. Check this out. One bill. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. He's correct. Right. Interesting, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, Haiti itself. Yeah. Okay. Of course. Right. Right. Yes. Look for patterns. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then he talks about following Pete Santilli. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Follow him. And we will be there in 48 hours, less than 48 hours. Let me show you something else. This I find very, very interesting. Let's find it here. Uh, okay. So check this out. Now, I, again, don't know anything other than you guys do, the videos that I've seen. But so this actually, the gentleman who put this video out is Fellowship of the Martyrs YouTube channel. He is actually very good friends with Baron, the gentleman who went viral and who we're going to be talking to directly when we get to Springfield. Let me share with you what he shared. How old is this video? A day old. He put this out yesterday. Let me show you what is going on there. And let me be very, very clear, guys, because I want this video has to do with the Second Amendment and purchasing of firearms from immigrants. I believe, personally, I believe it is everyone's fundamental right to defend yourself. But if you are on a particular list or you are prohibited, then you shouldn't be receiving said firearms. But let me show you this video because I find it. Here we go. Okay. So again, uh, Fellowship, make sure I get the name right. Fellowship of the Martyrs YouTube channel. There's a few interesting videos, but he's in Springfield right now with Baron, who we're going to be connecting with in a couple of days. Watch this video. It's not too long. It's three minutes. Here we go. All right. Again, there's so much happening in Springfield that goes so much deeper than, pets being slaughtered. Uh, Obviously, I'm a pet lover. I have several cats, had a dog. I've had several dogs throughout the course of my life. I love animals. It's very disturbing when you hear something like, a particular group of people eating or sacrificing or doing whatever to pets. But there are so many other things going on with this. This is something that people, I think we're barely scratching the surface here, guys. I really, really do. I think that they're, And this is important. For those of you who live in the Northwest Indiana area, as I do, I am getting multiple reports of caravans, of charter buses dropping off legal, illegal, don't know, immigrants in Maryville, Valparaiso, and South Bend. So keep an eye out if you have any video or other evidence that you could shed light on this. Send it to me, please. Talk at dionbergeron.com. Again, multiple. A very good friend of mine actually passed a group of 6 charter buses, full to, as far as we can tell, filled to capacity, heading from South Bend going west towards Michigan City, Valpo, stuff like that. We don't know where they ended up going, but this is obviously an ongoing situation. Shifting gears for a moment, though, I just want to finish up with this particular subject with I intend to be completely transparent with you guys about what's going on over there, what I learned, what I'm able to find out. I'm going to put probably the raw, unprocessed videos up on my channel in a playlist so that you guys can see. We're going to go back and edit and create a full documentary, but you guys know that's one reason why I do most of my stuff live, because I'm not a huge fan of the edited video, but sometimes you have to edit for time and content. And I anticipate we're going to have a considerable volume of videos by the time we get done. But the point is, I'm trying to let people know not only what's happening there, but how it can come to your town. And it is coming to towns across America. Did you guys see about the city meeting? I can't think of the name. It's a weird name. City in Alabama, where people were asking about all of these migrants coming in. They happen to also be Haitians. And the entire meeting was shut down because the elected officials didn't want to answer any more questions. Now, that's funny because these people are supposed to work for us. They're supposed to work for you and me. And when we have city leaders, administrators that are shutting down meetings because they don't want to answer questions, that's a problem. Where's the money coming from? Who is benefiting from it? These are all questions that I believe deserve answers. Let me actually see if I can find it, just at least so I can give you the name of the city. Let me see here. Let me take a look. I will find it, and let me see here. Anyway, in the meantime, there's a huge scandal that is going on in Australia right now. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but apparently ABC, as in Australian Broadcasting Corporation, I believe that's what it stands for, was caught lying directly to their viewers, manipulating video. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so it is Sylacauga, Alabama. I'm just going to click on the video. Excuse me. Sorry about the audio leak there. It is called City Council President Ends Meeting When Asked About Haitian Migrants. This is on Blaze TV. You can go and find it on YouTube. I'm not going to play the whole video just because of time constraints. Yeah, it's like 10, 11 minutes long. If you're interested in not only what's going on around America, but how it's coming to towns near you, I highly recommend viewing that video. And more importantly, the behavior, the absolute shut it down nature of these so-called elected officials should concern each and every one of you. We have our own issues with that here in LaPorte County, let me tell you, which I'm going to get back to reporting on. I know many of you like it when I discuss more local issues. However, there This right here is a big deal, and it is just coming all across the country. America's heartland is being invaded. Flyover country, right? Well, it's not going to be the same as it was, one way or another. Whenever you have such a large influx of people into a proportionally small area, you're going to have problems. And it's very easy to get caught up on, legal, illegal, are they documented, undocumented? Are they this? Are they that? Ultimately, for you and I as taxpayers, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Because these are people that our government that is supposed to be looking out for us. That's the entire purpose of our government, is to protect and defend our rights. This government that's supposed to be looking out for us is instead caring for new additions, whether legal or illegal. And there are many, many other very, very concerning things happening with that situation. So that's why I'm going, and that's why I intend to tell the real story of Springfield, Ohio. It is a town that is suffering very, very badly with, in my opinion, severe mismanagement and bad decisions. The locals, many of them are becoming homeless. They have been priced out of their lodging one way or another. And yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Enough with the anticipation. Hey, did you guys see, you know who Chris Cuomo is, right? Cuomo. His brother, Chris Cuomo's brother, was the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. We actually had a video on his hearing recently. But more importantly, he worked for CNN. He is very, very well-known news anchor, right? He works for a company called News Nation now. And what I find interesting is today, I think this was today. Yes, this was today. So Chris Cuomo on his show, and it's only 4.5 minutes long. Let me show you this video because it's very interesting. Is there supposed to be sound? Yeah. Are you not getting sound from this video? Let me try this. I may have to. Let's see here. Let me try this again. Interesting. Okay. But you can hear me, right? All right, I'm going to start this over.
And you can think what you want about Trump.
Okay, so are you able to hear the video now? Here, I'll play it again.
He does not have many more full-throated critics of what he says and does than me, okay? And yet I called him today.
Are you able to hear the video now? Okay. All right. It looks like I had a little issue. Okay. Well, I apologize. It looks like I might have to go back and do some dubbing, but let me play this video for you because as many of you know, Chris Cuomo was always probably one of, if not the most vocal opponent of Donald Trump, especially during his Trump's time as president and Chris Cuomo's time on CNN. But listen to this. This is interesting.
Because I am ashamed of how we are responding and not responding to the threats on him. And I feel for his family. And I know you can roll your eyes and say, oh, yeah, he asked for it. Listen, that's your choice, and I think it's a wrong choice, okay? We got to get out of the judgment business unless it's judging ourselves. And you got to start rewarding things that are better. And I got to tell you, I don't know how he stays in the race. I don't know how he got up after being shot in the head. And you people who try to mitigate that, you need to check yourself. He gets up, pumping his fist, stays in the race, barely even talks about it. Now, look, I do believe he has wasted opportunities, and he has another one now. Who better than Trump to say, we can do better. I can do better. I know he keeps doubling down on his angry rhetoric. How can he not? It keeps working for him. I don't know that it gets him elected. My theory is that he needs to expand. He had a chance to do it after he was the target of an assassination at the RNC. He had a chance to say, I know what got me here. It's not going to get me where I want us to be. He did not take that chance. He now has another chance. Oh, you're supporting Trump. I'm supporting us. The idea that I am a Trump supporter is laughable to the man on your screen right now. That is not what this is. I am worried about us. I am ashamed of what's happening around us right now and the relative lack of concern about it. I just don't see how we get anywhere better than where we are right now. Look, I'm not blaming Democrats. I'm really not. I blame the guy. And whatever disease he has that the people around him either knew about and did nothing about. The guy was arrested 20 years ago for barricading himself in a room with all these weapons.
Yeah.
Where are we caring about one another? Where are we taking care of our own? Where are we pushing to get help? We're leaving people languishing, dying on the streets. What is going on with us? I don't get it. That's why I reached out to Trump. I wanted to just say, listen, I'm really sorry that this is going on and it's being dealt with this way. Not because I'm in favor of his politics or what he says. I criticize him all the time. That's my job. And he deserves it. But he doesn't deserve this. A guy pointing an AK-47 at him while he's playing golf? And we take solace in the fact that the guy didn't get any rounds off. That does not work for me. If I had been through what that guy's been through in the last 2 months, you would not know where I am. You would never see me on TV again. No way I would do that. I don't know how he does it. He's got kids, they're adults, but he's got grandkids. He's got a wife. People giving crap to Melania Trump, worrying about whether or not there was a plot around his husband. How could she not? I don't think she's right, but I totally get why she feels that way, and people mock her. And then her husband has a guy pointed with an AK-47. Where are those people apologizing? That's what it's time for. I should not have come at you, Melania Trump, for suggesting that maybe there was something more afoot. I get your paranoia. I get your feelings. You have a right to that. There's nothing wrong with saying that, with being a basic, decent human being. It has gotten too out of control, too far from where we need to be and how we need to be. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know.
So, as I said before, and as many of you are aware, Chris Cuomo has always been a very vocal opponent of Trump. By the way, thank you, Rocafort, for pointing out the lack of sound. Man, I got to go back and. Okay, well, anyway, this I didn't play, so there's that. Let me stick myself up here. There you go. City Council President ends meeting when asked about Haitian migrants. This is in Sylacauga, Alabama. And then I'm not going to play the video again. Apparently, I didn't have sound. But Ian Carroll at Cancel C Loco on X/Twitter. And it's this video. Haitians in Ohio may or may not be eating pets. I don't know. But there's some serious evidence of weird money laundering or human trafficking or something in Springfield. Let me also show you this, guys. So it's happening, right? Let me show you. Sean Diddy Combs arrested in Manhattan following indictment amid trafficking probe. The 54-year-old rapper was arrested late last night in a New York hotel room. You guys should be very familiar with this by now. It is Daily Mail, but they did finally arrest him. Prior to this, they had served warrants. They had talked about arresting him. There was lots of accusations going on, lots of stuff, but there were no arrests. Well, the arrest came through, and he was actually arrested by Homeland Security officials at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan late Monday, law enforcement sources told TMZ, and transported to the FBI's Manhattan field office. This isn't some tax evasion stuff. These are huge charges. Although interestingly enough, we have not actually, the last I checked, we don't know what the charges actually are yet. So that's going to be very, very interesting as far as I'm concerned. Let me see here. All right. And yeah, the other video that I played you, that unfortunately I didn't have sound for, apparently. I don't know what happened with this, but I'll try to make sure this doesn't happen anymore. I saw a little error on my screen, but I didn't think it was important. Apologies. So go to YouTube, go to Fellowship of the Martyrs, Springfield, Ohio, selling weapons to immigrants. It's a 3.5-minute video, and it's interesting. And all of these things connect. I don't have my tinfoil hat ready. I don't know that they're, I don't know the level of connection that exists here, right? What I do know is there are some very interesting financial transactions taking place. There are people benefiting from said transactions. And the locals, the taxpayers, the people like me and you that pay their taxes and work in the area are being displaced in favor of people who are not from this country. They are not taxpayers. They have not contributed to the local economy for their entire adult life. No, they are newcomers. And whether legal, illegal, as I said, it's irrelevant for the average tax-paying citizen, except that our money is being used for them. And that should concern each and every one of you. It definitely concerns me. And we are seeing this influx happening more and more across the country. More and more local towns are having issues of this nature. Guys, it's impossible to buy a home in Michigan City or surrounding area now for less than $100,000 that I've seen. There are houses that, in my opinion, aren't worth any more than like 35 to 50K absolute tops. And they're going for $95,000, $100,000. That's nuts, man. That's absolutely insane. Now, part of it is this, this economy that we can argue all day about whose fault it is and whose policies led to it. And then it doesn't matter. We're in it now. We're in it. And you have a choice. You can either vote for the administration that is currently in office, that is directly responsible for the current market, or we can vote for change in November. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the time that you spend with me, and I appreciate the fact that it's, in order to be taken seriously, I have to present factual information. I have always endeavored to do the best that I can with that. I don't know the stuff that I show you. I don't know whether 100% of that stuff is accurate. You have to do your due diligence. What I can do each time is tell you where I source it and ask you to look into it yourself. The Springfield thing is going to be a little different, though. It's not just sharing some article or a video that I see online. I'm actually going to Springfield, and I'm going to talk to the people that live there, work there, grew up there in many cases. The gentleman that I'm in direct contact with, Barron, the one that I'm going to hook up with when I get there. He's lived there for most of his adult life. He's very good friends with the pillars of the community, sheriff, mayor, etc. He has his ear to the ground when it comes to that stuff. That's who I believe we need to be speaking with. We can sit at home and look at videos all day, but I feel compelled. I feel driven. I feel like there's a reason that things align the way that they did, and I'm going out there when I am. We'll see what happens. I'm very apprehensive about what we're going to find. One of the things, though, that I did want to point out on the video, the first one that I played for you guys that apparently had no sound, again, apologies. And it's the one on X. Well, one of the ones on X at Cancel C Loco. He talks about, actually, let me, okay. So here are a couple of accounts that you should follow if you're here. But what he says in the video is something that needs to be pointed out. And that is the governor of Ohio has ties to Haiti and has for years. Now, are these two situations connected? That's not for me to tell you. I don't know. But how many coincidences until things aren't a coincidence anymore? Really ask yourself that. Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 8? How many coincidences until you go, okay, yeah, this isn't a coincidence anymore? Why Haiti? First of all, Haiti is like very easy, my understanding, very, very easy for trafficking to occur. It happens all the time. As a matter of fact, there was a lady connected with the Clinton campaign who was arrested trying to leave the country with multiple children who were not her wards, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you guys remember that. If you don't, look into it. If you can't find it, PM me. I will send you the deets. There is so many disturbing things happening with this situation, and it is constantly developing. So, but what I will do, I will gather up as much info as I can. I will put it on the channel, the raw video, so you guys can look through it. But I'm also going to do my best to craft a comprehensive, cohesive story that you guys can follow, and you don't have to get through, however many hours and hours and hours of video that I'm going to have when I get back. That's it, guys. That's what we're looking at. There is, let's see, I thought there was one more thing that I wanted to, let's see here. I thought there was one more thing. Okay. Well, I can't find it right now, but okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it. I'm not going to hold you up anymore. God bless you. God bless Indiana, and God bless the United States of America. Promise to fix the audio next time. See you guys later. Take care.